again, it's a wonderful thing. He's been a tremendous role model for many years, and there's been so many kids who have looked up to him and who wanted to become a boxer, you know, because he was a great role model, you know, and he proved that through his hard work. You know, he's overcome so many things. He was one of the smaller heavyweights because he came from the cruiserweight division, and he had such a tremendous impact on the heavyweight division, and again, that's why he's a Hall of Famer, an all-time great. Again, just a great guy and a great fighter.
Yeah, what message do you think he delivers to the youth of Atlanta? You know, a guy like you mentioned, you know, small guy, came up from the bottom, literally, you know, to the weight he is now. What message do you think the youth should take from this?
Again, he's a positive example of that. You can accomplish anything, you know, through hard work, and he's definitely, you know, done that. He's been in some of the biggest fights, you know, in the history of the sport.
What's your favorite Evander Holyfield fight?
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by far, especially the first one. He was. We were talking about this morning. He was like a 22-1 underdog. 26. We won a lot of money. I'm telling you, lot of money.
What do you make of the possible exhibition between the two of them? I mean, right now it's obviously just talk, but
it would be huge. It would be huge. I mean, look what Mike did with Roy. I mean, it would be huge. I mean, because it's still they're two legends in the sport, two all-time greats. I mean, again, two of the most recognizable names ever. You know, and again, they have a lot of great history in their two epic bouts. So again, I would definitely be all for it. I support it, and I'm sure that many fans around the world would also.
And just a quick question about Oscar De La Hoya's exhibition fight. What do you make of him coming back and fighting the MMA fighter, right?
Yeah, Victor.
Yeah, obviously, you know, all these guys are coming out of the woodwork. You know, obviously, you know, they saw Floyd do it, and you know, but Floyd's a little different. You know, but hey, if that's what he's doing, the only thing that I would dispel was the comment that he did make about taking two fights and then calling Mayorga out. He can call all he wants to. That's not happening. That's not happening. Never. It would never happen.
What do you think at this point he wants that rematch with Floyd?
You said why?
Why do you think he wants that rematch? Obviously, there's so much time before. Why didn't he get it from the get-go? Let's say after that's when the decision victory for Floyd.
Well, you know, how can I push this? He's
Thank you.
obviously I think he used Floyd's name to generate some buzz. You know, he had a very good career. And that's kind of really all I can say that's probably positive. You know, he knows that him and Floyd have zero connection to anything, and he knows that him and Floyd would never, ever do anything together. The only thing they will do together is we have a fighter that will be fighting one of their fighters, you know, as promoters.
Leonard, what'd you think about his recent comments about kind of giving Floyd props as far as when he talked about Canelo being kind of like Mayorga, and that Floyd said, you know, strength doesn't win fights. You know, like you have to be like Floyd, a smart fighter like Floyd.
Oscar's like working the media. That's all that is. Trust me. He can't stand Floyd. You know, and that's totally fine by all of us. You know, he's just working the media. I mean, because you know, that's an idiotic statement about comparing Canelo to Mayorga. I mean, it's just come on.
Even went ahead of even calling out Canelo if Floyd doesn't want to take that challenge.
Who said that?
Oscar
said that.
He called out Canelo. Floyd doesn't want to give him the rematch, obviously, either exhibition or professional fight.
Floyd's 44 years old.
No, he said De La Hoya against Canelo.
Oh, that's what Oscar said?
Yeah, that's what Oscar said. If Floyd doesn't want to...
He's just looking to get some attention from you guys. That's all he's doing. That's all that is. I mean, he's not taking boxing seriously, and because he has other issues outside of, you know, he's not.
From a promoter's perspective, what do you make of him sort of making those comments about Canelo now that they're not together?
Wow, that's not a good look, because you build history with a fighter who's been under your umbrella, you know, and if a fighter chooses to go in another different direction to taking control of their career, that's their business. I mean, you gotta applaud a guy. If he chooses to move in a different direction, that's his own opinion. You can't trash him, you know, and that's we don't get down like that. We till this day, anybody who we worked with in the past, we have solid relationships with. We haven't parted on no bad terms, because when you're working with someone, you know, over a period of time, you build a relationship, and it's a business relationship, and sometimes it's a personal relationship, but you never do business with people and then go trash them just because they want to move in another direction. That's whack, completely whack.
Mayor Bottoms is available for comment inside as well. Just letting you guys know. Okay. Thank you. And
Sure.
if you want to keep speaking with Leonard, he's here. So thank you.
Leonard, just if you could just recap on Tank Davis obviously being back in ATL, possibly selling out the State Farm Arena. How special?